Here again,
All right, so
two very big world champions between themselves. Petrosian with positional play against a genius in tactical play, Tal. So here, unfortunately for Tal, they have a positional game. We see finally. We see what happens. So again, Tarrasch. Okay, Tarrasch the same position like before. Takes in d5, knight takes, and again e4. All right. Advantage for white, small advantage for white. So takes, bishop b4 check, bishop d2. We saw it already, theory. Yeah. Takes, okay. Now bishop c4, the best moves, and knight d7. Another plan, instead of playing knight in c6, like in some other game we saw it already, he plays the knight in d7, another plan. Okay, knight d7, castle, b6. The best way to do it, you have to, to move the bishops on the diagonal. And now, very positional play, very logical also from Petrosian. He pushes first a4, a5, In every position, white is a little bit better. Rook e1, of course, he controls the pawn e4. Now rook c8. Bishop d3, okay. Now you have to choose a plan, what to do. If you go to f6, for instance, after a5 is clear, white is better. Knight f6, if he played knight f6.
Knight f6, okay.
Yeah, a5. Okay, better for white.
Why?
Without any problem.
Why?
Because he plays against the weak pawn from a7 if you take in a5, if not against the b6 pawn, which is also weak. And in meantime, he has the central pawns. As always, the two central pawns are more dangerous than the, Isolani from b6. Of course, the advantage is clear for white. And the main advantage.
You mean a5, not
a5. No.
This one.
e5 is very big mistake because he plays in d5 and No, knight f6, a5. Clear advantage for white. And very positional play. Petrosian very happy. So of course, small advantage for him. No play for black.
No tactics.
Yeah, everybody happy. Okay. So now he wants to find something, to have something tactical, Even if he gives a pawn, he agrees to give a pawn for it, some counterplay, So a5. So now knight c6, that was the idea. He wants to take, finally he has time to attack the pawn from d4. All right, so now, of course, he takes in b6, and finally Tal could take in d4, and now he has a small counterplay, even if he loses the pawn, So takes, and now, look, okay. The pawn arrived in a7, but is not yet winning for white, White has to demonstrate that has a winning game. Of course, white is winning, but you have to move very good moves until the end and try to show why, you see. So, right. At least the bishop is very active and has big activity with the two rooks, you see.
So
it seems that black has something here. All right, so look now the way he plays with white. First of all, he doesn't give the possibility to attack anymore. He defends everything. The pawn is still in a7, and now he tries to realize, little by little, you see. So, okay, h3 prepares the next part of the game, you see. h6, all right. And now rook c1. Well, now if you take in e4, you are lost immediately because you lose something immediately,
On e4?
So if you take
okay.
Yeah, in c1 and then in e4. Okay. No, bishop takes immediately in e4. You are pinned, you say. You are pinned.
With the pins.
You take in e4. And why are you lost here? You take there, no? Now takes. And now you take in e4. This is unbelievable. You take in e4, you take... no, pardon. No. Instead of taking... you take with the rook, yes. Yeah. And now look what a move, you see. Here. A8 queen, A8 queen. Now what do you do? If you take with the bishop, you lose the queen. Bishop h7 check.
Yes.
Yeah. If you take with the if you take with the rook normally, no? Now he gives you the queen. No. Bishop take, no, rook takes a8 check. Yeah, rook takes a8 check. Again, you lose the queen.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not possible to take. If you don't recapture the pawn, every endgame is, of course, is lost by a very high technique like Petrosian's, you know. So we'll see, little by little, he wins. Okay, queen back, no? And now he took, and rook a2 prepares the next blow, you'll see. All right, rook c7. It seems now that he wants to take the pawn. Now again, the best move, what if queen e3. Now if you take in e3, probably the best defense. Queen takes e3, f takes, no? e5. What to do? e5. I mean, on the black squares. And now, simply rook a5. Rook a4. Rook a4. With the idea bishop c4 and bishop d5. e5. Completely winning, you see. So what to do? He can't take. If he can't take in e3, he has to move something. Queen b3, no? Okay, queen b3. Now again, very quiet move. Again, he prepares the next blow, you see. Not very complicated, but demonstration, you know, how to win a winning position. So, okay, bishop f1. Again, he proposes the endgame, of course, winning endgame for white. No? You can't trade queens, so you have to play queen b2. Now queen a3, another endgame. Of course, now if you take in a3 and you take the pawn, you lose the bishop with check now. Winning now. So what to do? Yeah, queen b6, the only move. Good. Queen a5 again. We propose another endgame, winning endgame all the time. Queen b2. Take time trouble, you know. Yeah. And queen a6, queen c5, again, the only move. Queen b5, you see? So, and now queen a4 is very, very instructive. Queen d6. Yeah. And now rook b1. He had time to move the rook, you see? Now, again, if he threatens one check in b8, enough, you see? So, what's rook d8, the only possibility to, you know, to resist. Queen a5, you see? King h7. He was threatening to take in d8 with check and rook b8, you see? Therefore, he had to play king h7, you know? So now...
Yeah, I was here. Okay.
Yeah, so e5. Now what to do? Queen d4, again. Rook b8. You see, by playing e5, he has to move the queen and he had time to play rook b8. And what happened? Here he resigned, no? Or not?
No, he moved.
Rook d5, yes, okay. Rook d5, and now queen a3, fantastic move again. Well, fantastic move, the best. Now he threatens queen f8 with checkmate, you know, later on. And he threatens also the bishop from a8, you know.
He resigned here.
He resigned. Zugzwang, you see.
Yes.
We can't criticize, for instance, Tal, you know, we can't say anything because Tal played in his style, trying to have in very difficult positions some counterplay, you know. But it was a mistake to choose such a line against Petrosian because it was a positional play where white is clearly better and has no chance at all, I mean, by bad play, you know.
Yeah.
Black has nothing. Black has to wait. And in any position like this, if you wait, you are worse. If you play a little bit too much, you overstep a little bit the limits, you have the result like this, you see. In my opinion, that was a small mistake, to play such a line against Petrosian. I mean, against Petrosian, you have to play something very sharp, you know, King's Indian, Benoni, Greenfield, something like this, you know. But if you play an opening like Tarrasch, like this one, you have no chance at all. I mean, if you arrive in such a position, the result is clear, you know. So you saw it again, what happened.
Nice
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Petrosian. All right, thank you, Mr. Georgiou.